I'm playing NCAA football. I'm playing it on the Xbox with my 10-hour free trial.
Are you playing as Pitt?
Of course I'm playing as Pitt. What else would I play as?
How is it?
It's all right. I know everyone's very excited for NCAA football, and I wanted to be really excited to play NCAA football. And it's not that it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, and it is really cool to play as Pitt. The problem is that I really don't have that much affinity for the current college football players. Like I don't really know. I don't follow college football enough to know who anyone is.
Mm-hmm.
Where if I play a game and I unlock a pack and I get some Joe Schmo. I'm like, yeah. I don't know if that's something that I'm supposed to care about or not.
Right. It's not Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. It's not it's not like in Madden where it's like, oh, look at that. I got a LaDainian Tomlinson. That's pretty cool. It's just not the same to me. But it's still a great game. It's it's football, but I just think I'm more of a Madden guy.
Isn't it pretty much Madden just with the college players?
It's a little different. It's probably it's harder. I would say that it's a little more difficult. Like I guess because college football players aren't as good as professional football players theoretically. So I feel like there's a little bit more of a learning curve. Kicking is different. The way you kick the ball it's just different setup, and passing is slightly different too. You don't get to see the routes in game. So there's just different changes and challenges to it, which make a lot of sense when you're comparing college versus pro. But I think again, I think I just prefer Madden to NCAA, but I know people love NCAA more, and more power to them. I think it's just a preference thing. I don't think it's definitely not a quality thing.
I only watch 3-on-3 basketball.
I know.
Anything else?
I'm just playing a bunch of I've been playing a lot of Wii games.
Wii games? Why?
I don't know. The kids are, I don't know, getting into the Wii.
The Wii? Why the Wii? Why do you even have a Wii connected?
We had a lot of Wii and Connect going on this past week and a half or so.
Connect? What are you playing on Connect?
Some Dance Central and other dancing related games.
Yeah,
not the Connect
like
Party.
The Disney, not Connect Party. No,
the Raft one?
We didn't play the Raft one. They'd probably like that one. They'd probably like that one. Okay.
Connect Party is the best game on the Connect.
You've talked about Connect Party plenty.
You love it.
I'm just saying, like it's not like it's a debate.
I don't know. They still had like the magical moment of like my daughter was like, I just hold up my hand and like things are like happening on the screen. So yeah, they're getting into the music games a little bit. So, and there's not really, other than Fortnite, which we're going to try the Fortnite music stuff, I guess.
Do you have the one where it's like the Disney one? You're directing the music, basically.
The Fantasia. Evolved. I think is the name of that.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have that. They have not tried that one yet.
It's good.
They were playing the Disney, I don't know, just Dance Disney or Disney Party or something.
Do you have the Star Wars one?
We do have the Star Wars one. I haven't broken that one out for them yet. We got all the purple boxes. Get all the purple boxes out here. Let's see what all these are.
Well, good luck with that one.
Yeah, it is. In small bursts, that stuff is still fun.
Right. There were some good games.
Yeah, it's still fun. So yeah, we've been playing some of that. We bought we stopped by a I don't know, like a game shop of some sort. It was like a game, like used action figures and whatever on our way in a town on the way to the cabin, and they were having like a 50% off everything sale, and so they had like Wii games and PlayStation 2 games and Xbox games that were like normally $3. They were like $1.50.
Right.
So it was like, yeah, let's try out Pirates of the Caribbean and World's End for the Wii. Let's see what that's all about.
Wow.
Yeah. So I am enjoying a bunch of third-party motion control games at the moment.
Enjoying? Is that the right word?
I do enjoy. I like licensed
Crap.
games. I do. I do like crap. It's more interesting than it's
the
more
other
interesting
crap.
to me than like these modern Marvel Snap and Fortnite where it feels unending and it's just not like there's nothing interesting about it. It's like games used to be like, hey, like, did they get this to work? Like that was like always like, oh, what's the problems with this game? It used to be interesting in that way rather than like how are they trying to make this the only game in my universe?
Right.
Like they
Well,
used to
I
be able to
showed
play
them
games
I
for
have
like
2.
5 hours and then never think about them again.
Mhm.
Sure.
But yeah, so that's what like Kung Fu Panda. I've been playing some of that. Like Kung Fu Panda for the PlayStation 2.
No.
It's not great.
Well, I'm glad that you're.
I'm getting ready for Long Island Retro here. Like,
oh, good. What are you gonna do with this knowledge?
I'm gonna know that there's other things out there that I can look for Wii games and Kinect games that are not in the collection,
Right.
and really bolster.
You have this all digitized, so you can just pull out an app and know what you. Of course. Stupid question. Sorry.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got everything cataloged now. So
That's good.
We're good. Even Skylanders and Disney whatever Infinity toys.
It's gonna be great if that can integrate with like Siri and then like the Apple AI, so you could just be like, "Hey Siri, do I have DuckTales on the fucking Game Boy Color?" And be like, "Yeah, you have 7."
Right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. I like that feature.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we made it.
Did you buy anything from the Xbox 360 marketplace? It went down.
I know.
Down.
What was I supposed to buy? What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, I didn't get.
I bought a lot.
Yeah, I figured.
It was painful. That
one
website.
At a time? Is that one at a time?
Oof.
Oh man.
It was that website was like, and this was before it was going down. It was
Why
already
are you torturing yourself.
Like it's like click and it's like, oh no, here's like an avatar saying I've reached a part of the site that like doesn't work. Like, oh, you've reached an error or whatever the message was. And so you click back and you try again and then it would load and you're like loading through. It's like, oh, maybe there's like DLC here for a game that I own that I never like claimed that was like free. And
how many hours did you invest in the Xbox store shutting down? More than people who work there?
More hours than it took me to get that stupid card in Marvel's
Yeah,
Night.
it definitely.
Oh my God,
I probably over the last like 2 weeks, I'm gonna say 6 to 8 hours.
You know, sometimes you just got to say goodbye. No,
it was. I had to get. I didn't even get all the way through it because there was at a point where I'm like, I give up. Like
your wife know what you were doing?
Just was not working. What?
Did your wife know what you were up to?
She did.
What do you think about that?
You know, I don't know.
Just let you do your thing.
Just she knows. She knows who she married.
She knew what she got herself into.
Right. Like, what are these compatibility DLCs that I'm grabbing for free? I better get that.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Even though it's going to take me 5 minutes to get through this process of getting it.
Right. Like
I'll never
37 clicks later and I've logged out again. Let me log back into Xbox and click through this. And I don't know. It's so sad. Like looking through that store and like, it's even sadder when you look, or I guess you can't do it anymore, but you would look at it and it would show you all the stuff, even the stuff that had been delisted because there was like no way to sort through this crap at all.
It was just grayed out.
It was just like, it had like a little icon. So you could tell whether like there was like game or DLC or whatever. And like, but it would still exist there. And if it didn't have a little icon, you couldn't do any, like you could click on it, but there's like nothing you could download. And it was just like going through all of these things. It's like, oh yeah, I remember these games. I have them, but like they're just all gone now. Like there's just the whole like Xbox Live Arcade just gone, which is insane. Like gamer picks gone, not a thing.
Right.
Avatars.
I mean, Are you upset about the gamer picks being?
I'm not, but it's just so strange.
Do you
like,
remember when you would play a game though, and you would unlock a gamer pick, and
that
that
was
kind of
cool.
exciting? That
Yep.
was
Yeah.
exciting.
Yep.
Like, ooh, cloning Clyde. I finished cloning Clyde. I got a gamer pick.
Yeah, it's just. Do you realize that like they were still like it's only pretty much 10 years to the date that the last gamer picks that you could buy came out. Like it's only 10 years removed to where you could still be buying like
I feel
new
like 10
gamer
years
picks.
is a long time. I feel like 10 years is a long time.
It feels like longer than that. Like it feels like we should be like 20 years past gamer picks.
Mm.
Well, what's wrong with gamer picks?
Nothing.
Nothing,
Again?
but there was I mean, there was a time where, you know, the Xbox ecosystem tried to be a social system, and it just isn't anymore. There is no social media aspect of your console like there was at that time. Your gamer pick and your avatar. So when you could log in, you see all your friends and their weird shirts, but that's not a thing.
Yeah.
They phased that out. They got rid of the blades.
I don't want to hear, and I mute everybody in the game as soon as I go in because I don't want them telling me that I suck. I mean, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's still disappointing that like what was that costing them to like
keep that going?
Just be there. Right?
Like, couldn't they load that whole thing on like a microchip like this big and like running off a Zune somewhere?
Right. Like how many hits are you getting on it to like having people like come and like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
It's just they're all like every store is going to go through this. So it's just sad that was like one of the big first big ones on consoles.
What if Xbox announces in like a month or two, hey, we're coming out with this new pack where you can buy like 500 Xbox Live games for...
It's not going to happen, but it'd be great. Like if the whole reasoning was just like the website and the server were getting old,
yeah,
and that we just like were bringing them over to something new, like that would have been a great move of just like. But I'm sure they looked at that and went like, this is going to be too much to.
Right.
Nobody's buying this anymore. It's not worth the effort.
We already have all these new games coming out every day that we're putting on our marketplace, and they're like barely games. They're like cell phone games.
No one's gonna buy Star Wars Outlaws if they can buy Cloning Clyde 2 for 99 cents. They know.
All right.
Is there a sequel? Was Cloning Clyde 2 a thing?
I may have just made that up.
It's like
we want
definitely put a lot of Cloning Clyde. Now I'm curious. Did I miss buying Cloning Clyde 2?
I do not know. There was an Outpost Kaloki too, though, wasn't there?
Oh,
I don't think there was a Cloning Clyde 2.
And now there'll never be.
Right.
Is Ninja Beat Games still a thing?
I'm sure they're I don't know. They're probably making Fortnite stuff now.
Whatever happened to them? Because they made Cloning Clyde and they made Band of Bugs and Kefling's games, which were the first games my daughter ever finished were those Kefling games.
I was staring hard at some of the DLC packs for those Kefling games, but
trying to decide if you want to spend 45 minutes downloading them.
If you go to their website, it says A World of Keflings is now available on the Wii U.
Wow. So I guess they're not around.
Follow us on Twitter.
All right. We got to go to bed. We means me.
Yeah.
We had a long day at Orange Theory. No. A long hour at Orange Theory.
That's fair.
And watching table tennis, watching Team USA lose, and watching basketball players get called for traveling.